This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons and Pioneer. I think I've played this opponent before. We're going to keep this. I mean, we have 2 High Noons, 2 Cleric Conquerors. Seems alright. Ethan is a recognizable name. The numbers might be different, though, so I think we've played them before. And I think it's been a little while since I played Pioneer, but well, I mean, if this is a Thoughtseize deck we're up against, at least we have a lot of... We would love to keep a rolling Dragonstorm on top. We have a lot of resilience against Thoughtseize. Volatile Field, alright, so we up against a discard or land. Null Priest of Oblivion. From the graveyard to the battlefield, very nice. Lifelink and Menace. Alright. So I think we'll start with a High Noon. Start slowing down our opponent. Follow it up with a Roiling Dragonstorm, perhaps, depending on what we draw. 3 Tree City, yes. So I was thinking about putting that in the bird deck, just to help some of those turns where we have so much mana that we don't know, or we go runner, birds, and we need the mana. All right. Anointed Peacekeeper, so we get a little bit of taxes of our own from our opponent. We don't have any good answers right now. What would you name? I would name Roiling Dragonstorm myself. Now, they named Cleric Conqueror. We weren't even going to cast it, but yeah, who knows what they're up to. Alright, so I will say this. I've learned the hard way of the combo of Cleric Conqueror and Wandering Emperor. These two are not friends. So it's great. It shuts down our opponent's Planeswalkers. Not too many people are playing Planeswalkers in any format, really, it seems like, but in Pioneer too. But yeah, it does hurt us on the Wandering Emperor. That is a problem. So we got a couple options here, assuming our opponent doesn't do more than... I think we can Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, whenever another angel or character you control enters, you gain life to that creature. Alright, so this is like a life gain. I swear I've played this person before. So we're going to take 5, go down to 13. Orzhov is good. It has vigilance, so we can't even get that. Should we just March of Otherworldly Light? The problem with that is this thing has vigilance, so we can't snag it with the Wandering Emperor. I think we're just gonna take our beats and hope our opponent can't gain too much life. And if we find a land, we can actually start advancing our board with something like Dragonlord Orzhov and just not even Shadowrite Priest. Yep, gain some life. I'm gonna be taking our beats right now. love to just draw a land. Dragon Lord Turtle. Dragon Lord Turtle. Dragon Turtle. Ah, sigh. I mean, we really don't want this thing to survive. They can then sacrifice another cleric and search your library. So we kind of have to, like, I guess we can tap that down. March of Otherworldly Light, and then we take 5. Again, hung up on mana. Alright, well, we can at least... That has Menace. Okay, so what we gotta do is... Yes, I would like to cast it. I've said this so many times. I'm still... We have 3 Clarion Conquerors in our hand. So opponent, going to 3 cards. They have 1 spell. We cannot find another land. We smartly did not discard a land. This thing can become a 3/3 with Menace, and then we take 5, and I think we're just dead, honestly. Let's see if our opponents decide to do just that, or if they have a different play they want to make. Another Righteous Valkyrie. I think we're just probably dead. Yeah, I mean, a land is really nice, but we can't stop all this damage. We can... Yeah, I think we're probably just going to end up getting overrun. Alright. GG's. Stumbling in on land against a... not even... I mean, we slowed them down. But we stumbled on land, and then we couldn't really address their board, what they had going on. We didn't have the answers. The Clarion Conqueror, 3 Clarion Conquerors just sort of rotted in our hand as we missed land drops. You know, that we couldn't cast it, obviously. Do we want to bring in Knockout Blow? 3 mana is a lot. Maybe just to get lost. Temporary Lockdown looked like it might have a few hits, but a lot of this is just 3 steps ahead. I don't know. We're on the play. Just take that out. And the Clarion Conqueror shuts down their Cleric Lord. But that's kind of like the least of our worries, to be honest. But even with the Rolling Dragonstorm, we couldn't make our land drops. And now we have, man, we're just, the luck is not on our side with the lands. This is... Alright, well, I mean, this time we have 4 lands. Do we dare put one on the bottom? We do. I mean, I know it's after just missing lands, but you got to trust that the odds are going to be in your favor after missing so many. Like, we missed... I'm referencing other games too where we're playing 24 lands. Maybe we need to go to 25. But there is a land. Hallelujah. Now we just want to start finding other things to do with our mana. It's been a few games now where it's just can't find a land drop. Can't make a land drop. I think in one game I went 8 turns and died, never having drawn a 4th land after keeping a 3-lander. So I mean, this variance. You gotta trust that the variance will be on your side at some point. No. Right now, our only action is this Durgar Island Dragon, so I don't even know. The Valkyrie. Yeah, I mean, our opponent, Patchwork, Banner. I mean, our opponent's sitting there like playing one creature a turn. And the way our hand shaped up last turn, it was just, it's not enough. Wow, now we're hitting all the lands. This might be greedy, but we're going for it. And yes, I would like to cast it. I'm trusting in this Digger Island Dragon to find us something. Draw us into something, or that we'll just draw something. We can also fetch up a dragon off of this next turn. Another one. If one's good, two's better. There's the Clarion Conqueror. At this point, I mean, I just want to run the Digger Island Dragon out as a threat next turn. 4/4 flying ward. It's not that impressive against what our opponent's doing, which is a lot of making their clerics really large, and they have a bunch of flying angels to go with it. But it might be enough. Patchwork Banner number 2 that cannot be tapped for mana but can grow their creatures. That's kind of funny. I won't lie. You got a lot of manas. There are a lot of lore anthem effects and no manas off of it, but hey, you know, one cleric is now going to be gigantic. Can we find something other than land right now? No, we cannot. Do we Meticulous Archive and then spend a turn fetching up an Ojitai? That's kind of what I want to do, actually. I mean, I like Digger Island Dragon and all, but Get Lost is a good card for us. We definitely will keep that in our deck. We'll see what our opponent does. If they end up playing something that we definitely want to kill, we don't have to fetch up anything. We can just tap it down, draw a card, Get Lost it. I'm not sure Get Lost is worth it. I mean, obviously will be once we end up, if it's a big old threat, for instance. Annex Sentry. When this creature enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until this creature leaves the battlefield. I wonder what they're going to go for. Sure. And it's a 3/6. And they just have I'm not sure if this is the right play or not. I mean, they're going to have their creatures are going to just be super huge from now on. Draw to Get Lost. I mean, this is driving me insane. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get that. We can play this. We can get lost. I'm sorry. I just can't believe the variance of this match. I mean, game one can't find a land. Game two, we've essentially drawn lands this entire game, except for one got lost. So, unfortunately, like their clerics are massive. So even like an Ojitai can't get through a 4/6. I would say just Dragon Turtle, actually. Um, but this gives us a little bit of card advantage. Temporary lockdown. 3 mana. 3 mana. It only hurts us. Uh, I mean, we're so slow that the Patchwork Banner is actually going to win our opponent the game because they have so much. Just every cleric comes down with +2/+2, and that puts them way out of range of our creatures. Is this going to be an exile effect? That'll make me sad. Don't exile it, brah. Our opponent realizing it's a sorcery, perhaps? I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll take it. I mean, these Patchwork Banners are outclassing our dragons by a long, or letting their clerics outclass our dragons by a long shot. Oh, it's a big something big. Null Priest of Oblivion, yep. This creature enters. If it was kicked, return target creature card from the battlefield. Yeah, now they're going to go after the AO. Exile it. Gain a bunch of life. Yeah, I mean, we're just too much. Oh, they went after that instead. Oh, they couldn't get the AO. It's 3 or less. That's right. Thank goodness. All right. I mean, they're just better than us. I don't know what to say. Oh, man. They're not going to attack. Dragon Lord Ojitai. We will attack. And then we can Igano this Righteous Valkyrie. They're not, I don't think they have any interest in killing our AO. They have such a high life total. We'll see though. They might trade. This costs 1 less. I can do... What do we find? Clarion Conqueror it is. Can't cast the Dragon Lord Ojitai because we don't have another land. Whew, this game. So this has been the big problem with my Azorius Dragons deck in Pioneer. And I won't say about Modern yet. Haven't played much. It's just the Dirtling. We don't have a lot of pressure. We see how we're so slow that Patchwork Banners, even though we shut it down, they now have every cleric they cast is massive. Now it's even doubly massive. 4/7, 5/4. Another AO. So now we have to temporary lockdown. Because of this Shadow Priest. Then go get some massive fatty. It does keep our life total, excuse me, somewhat okay, perhaps. They're doing something. I mean, they can't activate it, but it is the Lord, so. What are you gonna do, homie? Destroy target creature. Okay. Yeah, I mean every cleric they play is massive. All right, can we fade any sort of big threat from them? They've had a nice hand of just that. Well, because we didn't do anything for so long, and their life total's so high, they can easily cast a Locked anytime they want. But I mean, we're just getting outclassed again by these. Yeah, look at my hand. We're getting outclassed by the clerics and the lords or the anthem effects. I think you do AO, right? Alright, you take Ojutai. We take 3. You can cast another spell this turn, though. Since there's no High Noon anymore. Spring Verdict would still be nice. Dragon Turtle. That is a good one. But yeah, we don't have the card draw, and we haven't found a lot of answers. We found a lot. I mean, Temporary Lockdown's not that great. We did have the one March of Otherworldly Light, and then Get Lost, and then thankfully our land. So I guess we found 3, 4 answers, but none of which feel like they're lining up cleanly, are really helping us. They're allowing us to cling to life. They're not allowing us to win or turn the corner. We're clinging to life. And all they have to do is kill the AO, and if we don't find something off of that, then we're dead. Yep. We will look at the top 7. We really would like to play a Royal Lane Dragonstorm, but we are dead to this. And if we don't, I mean, we're dead if we don't tap that down. Yep. Oh, what a brutal game. Brutal match. So we can cast this for 2 more, is that correct? 2 more to cast. We can also, now we can play 1, 2. We can't cast that anyway. I don't know what to do. I guess we don't have to do anything. We can just wait, see what our opponent does. Missing land. I mean, it's just crazy. We're flooding, and now we want to draw a few lands. I mean, we're happy to draw the Wandering Emperor. We need action too to stay alive. But then we're missing there, like go blank, exiles 2 cards, then exiles that player's graveyard. So we can Dragon Turtle, tap that down, then Ojutai if we draw a land, or we can wander an Emperor. I think we're gonna Wandering Emperor. Trying to get it out of reach of. Might have been a mistake. If we went ahead and just exiled that. Oh, we're dying. We're almost to 2. They may just ignore the Wandering Emperor. So it might have been better to cast it to make the 2/2 knight. They're just attacking us anyway. Alright, what can we find? Plains. Gonna gain a bit of life. That's Dragon Lord Ojitai. Why do I have to pay 5? Oh. What? What the heck? I thought I don't know, I'm so confused. Is it for the rest of the game? Alright, that's fine. Well, we did draw the land, so... Nah, that's... Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool. So we don't get... We still... It's a permanent tax. They're at 31. I mean, do we dare attack? I don't think so. I think we just have to hold down the fort. Hope that our opponent can't find anything to interact with our board, essentially, and can't. They just want them. They're gonna draw some cards, but hopefully they'll just flood out. Because we're in desperate need of a lot of things right now. The one spell a turn is no longer in effect. I suppose if they do attack, if they don't answer, no, don't kill our Ojitai, man. Okay, well that's a big threat, right? Because it's a 5/5. We have nothing in our hand. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 more to activate unless they're mana abilities. So now we have to pay 2 to activate the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Temporary Lockdown has been a really dead card for us this entire game. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature against first strike until end of turn. I think we just have to attack and hope our opponent doesn't have an instant speed kill spell for our Dragon Lord Ojitai. Because we really need to find cards off of this. Alright, give us something good, deck. March of Otherworldly Light, and another Dragon Lord Ojitai. So we need 1, 2, okay, we can activate this. By paying 2. Or making a vigilant token. I'm just stalling. I'm sorry, opponent. Alright, so March of Otherworldly Light to get rid of that if we want. Or whatever big baddie they find after. I guess we probably should have put it on the turtle, right? Shadow Right Priest would be one we might want to target. Although we can temporary lock down that away, I think. We love them just to empty their hand of 2 drops. 1 and 2 drops. Get rid of that. Block. Whew, we are fighting the good fight over here. We can exile this, but then we can never do the Wandering Emperor again. So what do we want to do? We can temporarily lock down. I think our first move is to attack with the Ojadai and hope our opponent has not found an instant speed removal spell. Maybe we should have just gone for the... Oh, waiting. Maybe we should have just gone for the land. Exile that. I mean, we're okay. We're going to lose our Emperor for now. But we're getting to the point with enough Clarion Conquerors in the air that we can actually just win via combat at this point. Activated abilities cannot be activated. So I don't think we need to do anything yet. If our opponent can't find something, we can just kill them next turn by... Oh, what a game. Every time I play like this, I mean, this deck just is hard for me to play, I think. It's challenging. It takes a lot of... It's control, essentially. I'm in a control matchup. Or I'm the control deck in this matchup, and it takes me a lot of time to figure out what to do. And then I think, when this creature enters, you gain 2 life. Then I think about how much editing it's going to require to make this, and they scoop it up. Yeah, we're going to temporarily lock down. Okay. I think, why didn't we not have our second Supreme Verdict then? Maybe we do want to bring in the counter spells now. We saw the Rest in Peace could be good. Clarion Conqueror, not bad. Alright, so we're going to bring in their counter spells back in. Clarion Conqueror gives us a clock. I feel like we want every bit of removal we can find. Temporary lockdown. We saw it's good when it's good. The Wandering Emperor. What do we need answers for? We need answers for their dorks, essentially. And Wandering Emperor gives us that. So what doesn't give us that? High Noon feels like it might not be that relevant in this matchup. We saw how... I mean, our opponent only is almost always playing one spell a turn anyway. And by the late game, alright, temporary lockdown. Are you going to be good? Are you going to be bad? We had the 4 lands. It's nice to see our deck claw its way back into it. We were under so much pressure. Fought through a lot of hate. I mean, we were shutting down their artifacts, but they had... Every threat was massive, so we were pretty much having to find an answer each... almost every turn having to answer something. And we cobbled it together at 8 minutes and 9 minutes. They're at 10.5. So, you know, we're not that much slower than they are. No more lands. Alright, 3 steps ahead could be good. Especially since we have a temporary lockdown as well. So we can kind of just maybe sandbag, hold the 3 steps ahead up if it works out like that. Rolling Dragonstorm would be nice. And then hopefully they cast like a... Hopefully they just cast a 2-drop here. And then we can have the 3 steps ahead up for our 3-drop. And the temporary lockdown as a way to clean up the 2-drops. Alright, we're drawing we're drawing things. Okay, so I like what we're doing. I like where we're at. We found our lands. We found a Wandering Emperor, which is really good for us. We have the one counterspell, which I brought back in and I'm happy about. And we have a semi, very conditional sweeper against our opponent. We have the Clarion Conqueror, which is good. And that card's been so good for them. I gotta counter it, right? We don't have any answers for it. It pains me because it's just an artifact, but we saw how powerful it was for them last game. So we're gonna get we're going to the Wandering Emperor. Hopefully our opponent has no hand disruption. We can the Wandering Emperor into AO the Dawn Sky, which would be really nice. A lot of tap lands from them. They have a lot of hand hate in their deck. Go blank. Target player discards 2 cards and exile that player's graveyard. I mean, that hurts for sure. All right, that's good though. All right, I mean, we got a clock now. Our opponent, 4 cards in hand, hasn't been able to do. I mean, we have 2 pieces of removal too, so if they don't attack our hand again, we have answers to what they play. Hopefully they don't. Okay, Shadowrite Priest. That is acceptable. Don't kill our things. Fracture, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. That is also okay, I guess. One, two, three, four, 5. So they could theoretically play a cleric. They have to have 1 card in hand. That has to be a 2-drop cleric. All vigilance, baby. So yeah, I think we just let him cast something. What if they play a Mutavault? Mutavault would help them, wouldn't it? So if they do go for a cast, we can March by the Worldly Light. Or they can just do a Righteous Valkyrie. Spring Verdict. We will attack. I don't think we want to do anything. What kind of? mean, they may have a main deck sweeper, right? Could be. This could be the wrong play. A lot of vigilance on our side, though. Alright, so they get 3. Put X artifact and creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom of the library in any order. So this can give them some blockers. It could gain them a bunch of life if they find a Righteous Valkyrie and something else. So now we're the pressure. We're the ones putting them under pressure. So they did not gain any life. They do not have any flyers. So I think we're good. They can gain life there though. All right, well, Ethan 4784. I'm pretty sure we have played before, but if not, it's been fun. I like your deck. It's pretty powerful. Can't believe we actually got there, to be honest. Especially with that third match going the way it did. Very just polar opposite of the first 2 games, right? Or the third game went the way it went. Polar opposite of the first 2 games, where for game 1 we were just like struggling for land drops on the back foot the whole game. Game 2, sort of flooding but having enough answers, then missing land drops but finding answers. Anyway, just clawed our way through it until we could turn the corner and tack down like 30 plus life. And finally into game 3, just a curving out with what our opponent was trying to do with threats, basically. Counterspell on turn 3 as they played slow lands, and then Wandering Emperor on turn 4. Turn 5 AO, and that was enough. Alright, for CyclesGame.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch you on the next one.